What's up guys, it's Jennifer and welcome back. First of all, huge shout out to all 919 of you for subscribing. Thank you so much for being here. I really do hope you're enjoying my content so far. More to come. But today we're going to be talking about what happens when packs drop. I'm going to be talking about, historically what we have seen the user behavior be when packs drop. Keep in mind, by the way, there has been a huge influx of users lately, okay? Huge influx of users. And everyone is profitable right now. So when they decided to do another base pack drop and there's, 25,000 packs, coming into the market and then thousands, tens of thousands of moments, what is going to be happening during that time? What are the users going to be thinking? For the anticipation part of the pack drop, so, once people are kind of like, okay, I think a pack drop's about to happen, a big pack drop's about to happen, people will start to sell. Because, they need to free up capital to scoop up the good deals. They're not freeing up the capital to buy the $9 pack necessarily. They're freeing up the capital so that they can buy the new moments that are on the market. We're going to start to see, people selling during that time, a little bit of a dip, right? And then, what happens when the packs actually drop? Well, it's going to dip even more. We're going to see more of a dip. And the reason why is because people that, didn't start to, anticipate the pack drop, or maybe, they weren't taking profits during the pump, and they don't have capital during the dip, they're gonna start freaking out and they're gonna start selling really quickly. They're gonna try to just sell their stuff. And by the way, everybody is profitable right now. Keep that in mind. Everybody is way over leveraged. And so, pretty much anything that they sell is gonna be profitable. So they're like, well, I could just sell this because, I'm still making money. And so they're gonna start selling a ton of stuff. And people start selling a lot of things and prices dip. And what happens is, for example, let's say you wanted to list your Ish Smith S2 Common out of 15,000 for $20 because that's what it's going for. And, people have been buying things, pretty quickly because there was not as much supply, but a lot more demand, right? Because they hadn't released packs in a while. And so, you list yours for 19, you're like, oh, I'll undercut by $1, it'll sell pretty quick. And then, you go to check a minute later and you're like, why isn't it sold? What the heck? What's happening? And you look and you see the lowest ask is now, 17. And two people had undercut you. And you're like, what the heck? What's happening? Okay, I'm gonna, cancel my listing, relist for $1, undercut that undercutter, and, then it'll sell. And then, you go back a couple of minutes later and you see that, somebody did a big jump in there and someone else was thinking, well, if I list Ish Smith for $10, it'll definitely sell. I had scooped it for $2, so, who really cares? And that's how the undercutting war begins. There's blood in the streets. It's crazy. What I've been doing is during the pump, I've been taking profits. I've been selling things off during the pump. I'm not selling things off during the dip when the packs drop. I'm selling things off during the pump when I'm I've made 10x profits and 20x profits and I'm selling off during that time because I'm freeing up capital. I'm freeing up dapper balance so that I can be prepared when there's a dip and I don't have to worry about the whole undercutting war. And trust me, I've already experienced that. I've already had to deal with that. And so now I'm more prepared this time around. If you had bought it high and then all of a sudden it dropped significantly, do not get into the habit of selling low. There are very few people that are skilled enough to be able to sell, at a loss and be able to recover. Do not get into the habit of that, especially if you're a new user. It's not a good idea. The goal is to buy low and sell high. So if you had happened to buy high, like I said in my, 3 tips for beginners video, just wait until the next pump to sell. Wait until you're profitable to sell. The other day, I'd actually tweeted a quote by Warren Buffett. Be fearful when others are greedy and greedy when others are fearful. So everyone was being real greedy, this past week or so. And, during the pump, people were being real greedy and, not wanting to take profits. It's good to take profits when you're profitable. And of course, there's stuff that, for example, most of my S1s, I do not sell those at all. I just keep them. But I have stuff that I'm like, okay, I'm buying this during the dip and I'm, selling it during the pump type of thing. I have that kind of, flipping material. And then I have stuff that it's more long-term hodl type of stuff. During the dip, people are fearful, so that's a great time to be greedy. If you have freed up capital, during that time you've been prepared, that's a great time to buy because everything's on clearance. It's like Black Friday. If you believe in the product and you've done your research, then you know that the market will go back up. Once there's another big influx of users, right? So you might have to wait a little bit. I don't know how long the dip will be or anything like that. But just be prepared. Just be prepared. If you guys have any questions, or, you know, any kind of video recommendations, you know, what kind of videos you would like to see me create, definitely let me know, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.